It's kind of entertaining. I was engaged throughout to see what was going to happen, and it's based on a really solid structure, which is the Terminator structure. Right?
Yes, it is.
Some
direct
skills
in there.
I wrote this earlier. Why was Julian Sands basically not in this movie?
Well, because they could only afford him for 3 days of shooting.
Right, they had him for a week. And
he's the titular character.
Okay.
He apparently he was the draw at the time, but he's literally in the movie for like 15 minutes.
No. He's
and
not.
The rest of the movie is. And I love Richard E. Grant, but this is way below his pay grade.
No,
dude.
well, assume
this was the movie he followed up two of what I consider to be two of the greatest movies of the 20th century with Nolan and I and How to Get Ahead in Advertising.
Yeah. Well,
Richard
E. Grant had a lot in him.
He's so spectacular. Why is he in this piece of shit?
Money.
We were just starting out back then. It's all just
because my guess is he didn't get paid a fucking dime.
And also, I'm just gonna say this on the. Fuck this Daryl Hannah wannabe fucking
Blade
Runner wannabe Daryl Hannah.
Low-rent Chris.
No,
Lori Singer better in old age makeup.
I think she's adorable, and you remember Footloose?
Yeah,
she looks like
the best part of the film. I thought
she looks like
Wait, Scott, you think Lori Petty was the best part of the film?
No, Footloose.
Lori Petty.
He was not the best part of this film.
Petty.
She was struggling with but she looked
Petty is Tank Girl.
Actually, she looked like. You know what? She looked like shit in this film. That's not good.
Also, she's bad. She's bad in this movie.
Every actor is bad in this movie. This movie has the worst acting I've ever seen.
No,
and these are all
probably good.
No, John Jarrett, this is the director's
direction.
fault. This is the director's fault. You can tell it's the director's fault.
No, I don't. Richard E. Grant, we all know is a good actor.
Sad.
That bitch is the worst actor. That bitch is the worst fucking actor.
Yeah, she's wooden as hell. Richard E. Grant.
I don't care about your direction. Listen, Richard E. Grant is a wonderful actor, and yeah, he sucks here because of the script.
He's doing the best he can, and so is Julian Sands.
She just purely sucks. No, she purely sucks.
No,
she is a fucking horrible actress.
Go watch VR5. She's super good in VR5.
No,
like,
I think it's all direction. It's all the director not knowing what to do.
No, I disagree.
It's the director.
I'm not saying that like yes, I think this director is terrible.
Wait a minute. What, Jim? Shut up, Jared. Jesus. It's the director's fault and it's the audience's fault?
Yeah, especially Jared.
That's how Jim does it. His go-to is fuck you.
My God.
And Jim's go-to is he doesn't know what he's talking about and fuck you. If Jim thinks this woman in this movie is a good actress, I'll fight him to the death.
No, she's done good.
Well, that's
why
I can't wait for the birthday party.
No, that's why I'm saying that the director fucked up because
Santa Rosa.
No, Richard E. Grant, Julian Sands, and
John,
Lori Singer have all done good work, but they're not doing good work here, and that's the director's fault. Now
you obviously have mistaken my ad hominem for something else.
Actually, John, this brings something you and Jared I want to address for a second. This film,
we're in trouble, Jared.
Is this one of those movies where everything that happens falls into the plot? Like she's on insulin.
What
shows up later in the plot?
Yeah, she's diabetic or something.
Barely. It barely figures in the plot.
They only show it once. They only show it once. Which is, you know what?
Hold on.
Twice.
Let me make my point here. The thing is, like, every stupid little detail in this film falls into the plot because this is one of those films that's a small universe of little details.
Right.
Now, this was not too far after Buckaroo Banzai, which was one of the most wonderfully random films I can think of. The president was in traction. There was a watermelon being squeezed by a press. They didn't explain shit. And I love films that don't explain shit. This film explained everything.
And there wasn't
much. Nuts after a while.
But it's
you got a point there, I think.
Yeah. Randomness is great. There's none randomness in this film at all.
But this film was overlit.
Mm-hmm.
The effects are terrible.
Like
and you know what? Here's the thing. Here's what I thought about watching this film because this film was 1989.
Yeah.
I was thinking about The Lost Boys when I watched this film,
86.
which was in 1986, and the effects in The Lost Boys are so goddamn good. Like I know that this film doesn't
When
have
Edward Herman turns to the camera and he's
just
a vampire.
hold on.
No,
I know
I'm
that this
agreeing
doesn't
with
have
you.
the budget of
Pretty
The
hammered
Lost
at this point,
Boys.
so
No, it's
But
only
like-
got 1/10 of the budget of Lost Boys.
Yeah.
It's
Like,
Roger
but when
fucking
you-
Corman.
Oh no!
When you can do what The Lost Boys did in 3 years earlier, this is just, it doesn't work.
You guys ever seen a new
But I don't think the
This
bad
was
special
not a
effects are
low.
what.
This was not a
the
low
biggest
budget
problem.
movie. They filmed in Boston. They filmed in L.A. They filmed in Bonneville Salt Flats. They built sets for it.
It
This
was
was
nice.
not-
It was nice that the beginning looked more expensive than anything else.
No,
The
this
stuff
is
that
a
took
low
place
A-list. This is a
They
low
should have
A-list
stayed in
film,
the
not a B
17th
film.
in the 17th century. It
That's
looked
what I'm
better
saying.
than the modern day.
That's why I brought it up, because it felt like they had some money. But
Yeah.
then it was like, what the fuck is going on? Because it's
And the
so
and the
bad.
stuff in the 17th century was pretty well lit.
It was
They had a
nicely done.
pretty
Dude,
cool
no,
set.
when he's first in the chain,
He,
uniform.
he only got actors who had English
Also,
accents
why-
because
we only-
it's like,
why-
yeah, they're just off the boat.
Also, immediately though, I laughed about like the shackles for toes. What the fuck is that?
That's-
Like, why?
That was pretty
why do we have
kinky. That was pretty
shackles for
kinky,
toes?
wasn't it? The whole
Yeah.
like that.
I thought that was a bondage thing.
It was. It was pretty strange. Not that I didn't
Yeah.
appreciate
It
it.
was a
First of
Clive
all,
Barker
first of all,
thing.
that's ridiculous. And second of all, later though, when he's in the film and he like rolls over and takes it off himself, I'm like, okay, so
All I
you
have to
got
do
out
is
of the
stand there
toes,
and
shackles.
undo the
Like,
little
what the
screws and
fuck
it's
is
fine.
going on in this movie? You got out of the
Exactly.
shackles yourself.
There's
Nailing,
no
nailing, the,
consistency.
nailing the nails into the footprints, and he's just in the box.
That was
car
fun.
going
That
like,
was
That was actually
that was the best
one of the better
sequence.
parts of the film. That was
That was one of the better parts of the movie.
That is the best sequence in the movie. And I was actually like, if that fucking idea
Other
was
than
a
the
better
16th,
movie,
17th
there was a-
century.
There was an idea going on there. That's a good
Yeah.
idea.
if
Yeah.
that was in a better movie, that would work.
This
Give
movie's
that to David Fincher or someone like that.
This
would work.
movie's not terrible. It's pretty well paced.
No, it's
Yeah.
terrible.
It's
No,
a
it's
base. It's a
terrible.
pretty good premise.
I
And
agree.
everybody's trying
Really,
to.
not really, not really.
Everybody's committed.
It's
I just
terrible.
don't. I don't.
everyone is committed. I will give you that.
Yeah, the
100%. Everyone is.
No,
committed.
no, they are not. Richard E.
script-
Grant
the
is
script-
committed.
the
That's the
script-
only person who's committed.
The script is just a little dim-witted. It's just not good.
Yeah.
It
We
is.
should have. We
Well,
should
it
have.
is.
You're
This
blaming
movie was
us
so much
for you
like
Yeah.
picking a
war
bad
movie
movie.
you
I'm
picked.
blaming
It's
you.
funny.
Yes.
What the hell?
Specifically.
I want to wash my hands of this entire week. I have no responsibility.
Question,
Dad-
You suck, Johnny. No.
Chad picked
question
the
for
last
Chris.
movie,
Oh my
Chad-
God! So much
Chad
yelling.
sucked.
Hey,
and the rest of you guys picked the other movie.
No, I'm very
No.
glad that I saw Grizzly 2. That was so much fun.
No, question for
So
Chris.
much fun.
Chris, you and I were back in the day. This is '89. We saw everything that came out.
Everything.
Did you
This
see
is-
this in the theater?
I think I did.
I used to back in '89. I was working in UA in San Francisco, and I saw everything. I mean,
I saw
everything.
I saw
'cause
this
it was
movie on-
free. I
I
did
saw this
not
movie on
see this
VHS.
movie.
I didn't never heard of this movie until last.
Yeah,
Oh, 'cause
it's
Richard
weird.
E.
It just
Grant.
slipped under the radar. Do you know where it played in San Francisco?
No. I was also. I know I'm younger.
Royal or something.
Oh, that's why. Okay. Well,
No,
I'm definitely younger than you guys. I know I'm the youngest, except for Tad. But I saw this movie on VHS, dude.
no shit.
Perfect.
When I
That
was
is the way it-
young.
This
The
is
way
a
it's
perfect
meant to be
VHS
seen.
movie, isn't it? This is a perfect VHS film
This
I
is
saw
the way
this-
it's meant to be seen.
on VHS. Yes.
Yeah.
I saw this on the movie channel, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
That's another good way.
New
I've
World
not seen
Pictures.
either of these movies.
New World Pictures definitely had a thing going the second half of the 80s.
And you were
Hey.
perfectly fine without them, huh, Jim?
Well, Jim, you're cooler
Yeah.
than us.
Well,
it's
but-
fine.
I could have gone to my grave, which according to Tad is only a few weeks off.
What the fuck?
This was like middle of the road New World Pictures.
It's 2 days off, bitch, if you meet me in Temecula.
No, it's some guy saying, okay,
I meet you in Temelac, but you don't know where it is.
Actually, Jimmy, when I see you, I'm
I'll
gonna
meet you
buy
in the middle. I got Tech 9.
I'm not
No,
gonna
this
fight
is
you.
all-
I love you so much. I'm gonna buy you a drink. my
this is
friend.
all Mr. Screenwriter. We need
You
to
can't
make,
buy him a drink at
we need to make a
John's birthday.
supernatural version of Terminator.
I'm
Please
gonna
write
make you a
script.
drink at
This
John's
is what it-
birthday.
This is result.
And I'm going
Mix
to
it
kiss
myself.
you.
I'm gonna mix it myself
Oh my God.
like this.
Oh man.
There will be drinks.
It's the
You
chef
think?
kiss.
You think
Listen.
people are going to be drinking at
Guys,
John's birthday?
So there's
I
movies so
want to
bad
say
they
for the
rub.
record, I want to hug all of you,
I want to hug you too.
Uh,
Although
Trying to make a point.
like for real.
Under no
Why bother?
circumstances, hug me.
Somebody has to choose. Somebody has to choose.
If you come, I will pick
although
you
you
up.
know, Jared,
Nope.
just
Do
as a
not touch
friend,
me.
Slow down a little bit.
Put my
You're doing
hands up and-
fine. You're doing good. Just hang in there, man.
I choose the Kali Fee, the challenge.
Yes, I choose the challenge too.
No, I
Listen,
would've- if I'd seen it, I
You
would have
know,
watched this
there's
film.
only 5.
Hold on.
actors.
Chris
Hold
is
on.
trying. Chris
Hold
is
on. I'm trying to make a
take
point.
Chris,
This was the kind of garden variety, not very good movie that came out in the second half of the 80s. And you see that, like, the fucking cloud tank, just like that Fred Willard. Fred
You
Ward
got
movie
really excited about the cloud
Well,
tank.
Yes.
a few weeks
Every-
ago.
Jared loves cloud
What
tanks.
was the movie that they had they first used the steady?
Close
cam in?
Encounters.
Steadicam?
Oh,
Yeah.
Steadicam.
That was that was the one about the
Bound
Central
for
Valley.
Glory? What?
Bound for Glory.
Bound
And
for
they
Glory.
also had that same tank shot of
Yeah.
like.
Oh,
No, Bound for Glory. Actually, that one and the movie that one about English ska bands was one of the second one to use Steadicam.
Yeah.
The commitment.
Well, anyway,
and then the cloud tank. Cloud tanks are like Close Encounters, this, and
Raiders of
Cast
the Lost
Deadly
Ark.
Spell.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean many other things, but
But
that
Crawl
was
and
like
things like that, they had
you
it.
knew you were gonna go to this New World Pictures in the second half of the 80s, and you knew kind of what you were gonna get.
Yeah,
when you
no
walked in.
shit. You're gonna see
It was
this-
basically this.
Yeah.
And now, and we'll get to this stuff like what did you watch? Now the garden variety bad movie is the fucking Marky Mark movie called Infinite that I wasted 2 hours on yet last night, which is filled with CG that's all very photorealistic, but it's still the same shitty movie as Warlock.
Yeah.
Like it just looks a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
Garbage
fake in a
stuff.
different
There's
way.
always going to be this gray area of stuff that just gets shoveled onto screens because it's
Well,
not.
because
This movie is boring. Like that's the
Yeah,
it
that's,
is super boring.
that's the crime it commits.
It's so boring.
It's not even really boring.
It's a
What the
little
fuck?
boring.
Kind of
It's
boring.
really boring.
It's more disappointing because it's like every time you're watching it, it's like, oh, that's kind of interesting. Okay, I
Yeah,
get
there were like things that would happen, and you go, "Oh, that's kind of cool."
It's
Yeah,
it's
the
really
blood
boring.
test with the compass and her getting older by 10 years every night, and
Right.
it's like
20
all that
years.
stuff was like almost good.
Almost good.
I-
That was kind of
almost
some great
good
body
is
horror
good.
going on.
Yeah,
They
no,
were doing
no,
it.
I agree
the
with that.
subtitle
It's
for
just
this
boring.
movie.
The
It's
crime
super
it commits is being boring. The crime
Yes.
it commits is that it's not like, oh yeah, I'm watching this thing where stuff is happening, but also I don't care.
Also,
Yeah,
Tad,
I
at
don't
what
care,
point did
and
you
it's
check?
boring. The acting is bad. And
No,
it's
Tad, at what point
uh,
did you check out?
Oh, like 10 minutes into it.
Yeah, like
I
5
was-
minutes into
During the
it,
setup,
like,
really? You checked out?
No,
Yeah, I
The
was
thing I
just
like though, Scott, is the one behind you. I like the Mennonite, the old
yes,
guy.
the Mennonites
Yeah, me
were
too.
awesome.
Me too.
Very clever. Although they're doing Witness, though. That was only 2 years before,
Well,
right?
of course, the whole
that's
thing is a
Somebody pick
ripoff of
Witness.
others.
That's a
Holy
film.
shit!
That movie is a film.
That's a great goddamn movie, but yes.
Well, that's
Weird.
what's his name, the kid.
Peter Weir, the Australian.
Fair, man.
Well, it's Weir, and who's the kid who's in it?
Lucas
Lucas
Haas.
Haas.
Lucas Haas.
Yeah. And of course,
And
Harrison
also,
Ford.
and also,
But even-
quite
Like a
frankly,
steel trap.
Harrison Ford giving one of his best roles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
good.
yeah, because he was a carpenter.
Yeah, he was.
I know.
He
I
was.
felt that when he made the film.
Well,
That's
Look,
what
He had
made
to
it.
act.
All right.
That was Jesus.
But
That was
he
good- that
picks
was a
up
good flick.
he picks up the fucking
No, you asshole.
he
You
picks
asshole.
up the wind van and throws it at him when he's flying away, and it knocks him down because it's
Yes.
like sacred iron or whatever.
That was
It's-
wonderful, actually.
And
Look at this
yeah,
poor bastard.
and it's one of those things where it's like there's a better movie here. Like there's a better
Yeah.
movie
Yeah,
that could be made.
They
out
had
of
like
this.
better people.
Did you get the feeling that the kind of like the magic was kind of drained out of this film by somebody?
Yeah.
That there was a
'Cause-
better film in there somewhere? I felt that. all
Yeah,
week.
there absolutely was a better film in here.
Uh-huh.
So, you know, a couple of months ago, I started reading this book, which is on grimoires. actual
Grimoires.
We can't see that.
What the hell?
Jim, we couldn't
Jim-
see it. Can you put it up
Yeah,
again?
Grimoires.
Pull it back, pull it back,
Pull it back.
a little
pull it
bit.
back.
Put it on your
There.
chest, Jim.
Yeah,
Put it on
back.
your chest.
halfway back, closer.
No, Jim, hold it in front of your chest, or we'll
Right
be in
there,
trouble.
right
It's called Grimoires. Shut up, everyone.
It's just called Grimoires, a history of.
So you're
magic books.
saying you're the devil.
Well, there's no.
It's not a grimoire. It's a book about grimoires.
Oh.
It is. Yes, it's an academic book.
Okay.
Did it
But-
tell you where you could find one?
It's Amazon, motherfucker.
Yes.
Yeah, you're
Which
a
is the
sheep.
devil?
You're a
Okay.
sheep.
All right.
It's the
Yeah,
devil.
the Necronomicon. If you order like right
I
away,
have the
you could be here by
Necronomicon, too, I
tomorrow.
just didn't bring
I
it
have a copy of
downstairs.
That would be
Paperback.
a great film.
Sandy.
No, that would be a great film if fucking Sam Raimi did the Necronomicon like delivered by Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ted
not bad.
It would
Raimi,
have to
Ted
be-
Raimi
it
would
would
be
have
the
to be
driver who
delivered.
shows up and delivers it to you.
It would have to be delivered by a Zeppelin.